Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So I'm out here on the training pitch and today I'm going to be working through some speed drills. So those of you who have been following along my off-season training series, you'll know that something I've been particularly wanting to work on is my short distance speed. So as a winger, I'm often able to get up to my top speed quite easily because I have a lot of space where I can get into my stride. But something I would consider a weakness in my game that I want to improve is my short distance speed, because a lot of those races in football are over 10, maybe 20 meters. So you need your acceleration and your explosiveness to be really sharp to get to the ball first. So the drills I'm going to share with you today are more tailored towards that, but I'm just going to share some data with you so you'll know how I've been tracking my speed and how I've been comparing it. So to test out my top speed, I've been using my GPS watch and I've been keeping my short distance speed work all on my player vest, just so I can keep the data separate and use them to compare against one another. So my top speed, I tested out about 21.6 miles per hour. If you prefer kilometers, that's 34.762, or if you prefer meters per second, that's about 9.656 meters per second. So that's my top speed over a long distance. Now if we look in the player app, we can look at my top speed, which is over short distances of about 20 meters. It's 9.1 meters per second, which translates to 32.76 kilometers per hour, and that works out about 20.356 over short distances. So what this shows me is that I'm not quite accessing my top speed over short distances, which means I need to improve on my acceleration and my explosiveness. So the drills I'm going to share with you today are going to be focused on that, and I've taken all these drills from the player app, because not only can you track your data through the player app, you can actually get drills, you can get a lot of nutrition advice. It's really a virtual coach that you can take with you on your go, and you can use it in your individual session to improve your game. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get warmed up. It is a bit colder today, so I'll spend a little longer on my warm-up, get everything activated, and then I'll share each of the drills with you so that you can set them up for yourselves, and it should be a really good session. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so moving into my first drill I've taken from the player app. This is ball speed work. I really like this one because you're getting work with and without the ball. Very important in football. You're not always on the ball, you're not always without the ball. It's always a mixture of both. So you want to be fast with and without the ball at your feet. So it's a very simple one, very similar to a shuttle. We've got 4 cones. This is the starting cone here. 10 meters, 20 meters, and 30 meters. So the pattern's like this. You dribble out with the ball to the first cone, stop it, sprint back out, take the ball to the second cone, leave it there, sprint back, sprint back out once again, collect the ball, and once you get to that third cone, you walk back to the start, and then you walk all the way back out. So that's your recovery, and then you repeat in the opposite direction until you've done 6 repetitions in total. So it's very sharp and explosive. Let's get into it. Hey guys, moving into the second drill here. This is called Agility Sprint Drill. So this is a very simple one again, without the ball completely. So the setup is, as you can see on the screen right now, I've modified it slightly so that I'm getting a balance in both directions with both legs. And it says go for 10 repetitions. I'm just going to do 6 because I have a final drill to do, but I'm going to do 3 on each leg so that I'm getting a good variety. So basically getting a lot of explosive power in this one, working on each leg individually. You're hopping from one cone forward, then you're side shuffling across, and it's a sprint to that furthest cone. Walk back to the start, you're resting for about 30 seconds, and then you repeat this one. Alright, so just had to change location, come onto the grass. There was a team warming up, so I had to leave the turf. But moving into my final drill here, I've set up 2 gates, they're 30 meters apart, and all we're doing is maximal effort sprints. So you're sprinting as fast as you can from one gate to the other with a running start, and then you're going to rest for 2 minutes. So you're just going to walk back to the start, rest for 2 minutes, get a full recovery so you can attack each one with max intensity. So you're only doing 3 sprints in total. So let's have a look at what the app says. As you can see, it actually gives a lot of information as well along with their drills, so they tell you what it works on. And it's a good fact here actually, professional players find that regular maximum efforts at least once a week have a protective effect against hamstring injury. So when you put your muscles through high intensity, it makes them stronger, more resilient to those really explosive movements, and it can actually help you avoid injury. So make sure you're involving sprints in your training a couple times a week at least. And as you can see here, it's a high intensity drill but low duration, so it's only 10 minutes. We're only doing 3 sprints in total. Very straightforward, short distance, max effort, 3 repetitions. Let's go. So that's the training session complete. As you can see, it wasn't a long session, but that's how speed sessions should be. High intensity, lots of recovery, and for a short duration. You should be putting maximal effort into each repetition. That's how you're going to get those benefits. You're going to switch on those fast twitch fibers, make them more explosive, and that's how you'll see improvements in your speed and acceleration. So don't be out here for 2 hours when you're doing your speed work. You can go for 45 minutes and get plenty of good work in. Make sure you're taking those rest periods too. Otherwise, you're just going to put your body at risk of injury, and also you're not going to get those benefits because your body's going to be fatigued, so you can't attack each drill at max intensity. So that entire session was pretty much based around 3 drills, all taken from the Player app, and there's actually so many drills you can choose from. There's other speed drills you can do. You can work on your fitness, you can work on your agility, lots of ball work. There's so many drills you'll find inside the app. It really is the all-in-one virtual coach. It also helps you set up your calendar so you can tailor your sessions based on what you're doing individually. So if you have a game on a Saturday, for example, it's going to tailor your training week to make sure you're recovered and you can attack that game on Saturday at full intensity. It's not going to give you a high intensity training session the day before, so it really personalizes the workouts for you specifically. I think that's a really nice touch. Also gives you nutrition advice so you can be fueling your body in the right way before sessions, after sessions, on off days, on heavy training days. It's going to give you a lot of information to help you with your nutrition, and it also gives you some product tips so you can get the most out of your app, out of your GPS tracking device, so that you can get the most out of your training as well. So if you are somebody that trains individually on top of your team sessions, I would recommend looking into something like the Player. It just gives you that edge, allows you to compete against yourself, to see actual data and how you're improving and in what areas you're improving as well. So if you are taking your training seriously and you want to see those improvements and track your progress, and look into the Player. I'm going to leave some links in the description box below. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button for weekly training videos, and I will see you guys in my next video.